All right, 6:30, I'll call this hearing to order and turn the hearing over to Solicitor Wagner.
Good evening. You're not ready to go. You ready to go?
Yep.
This is the time, date, and place set for a conditional use hearing on an application filed by Arlene Leonard of 805 Delville Road, Duncannon, Pennsylvania, for purpose of a conditional use as a daycare. We have, for purposes of the record, several exhibits that I will read into the record. Exhibit number 1 appears to be a 3-page application filed by Arlene Leonard. Exhibit number 2 appears to be the affidavit of publication from the Perry County Times, Newport Sun, and Duncannon Record, verifying advertisement for tonight's meeting. Exhibit number 3 consists of a 2-page document outlining 8 sets of facts in support of the application. Exhibit number 4 appears to be a picture of the site where the daycare is to be utilized. Exhibit number 5 looks to be an aerial view of the site. Exhibit number 6 looks to be an internal schematic of the building where the daycare is to be operated. Exhibit number 7 is a letter dated May 7, 2015 from the Penn Township zoning officer indicating that in order to have a daycare, certain requirements under section 1614 of the township ordinance must be met, and a copy of that section was attached to the letter. Exhibit number 8 is a letter dated May 20, 2015 from the zoning officer indicating that the conditional use application appears to have met the requirements of the ordinance. Exhibit number 9 is a listing of names and addresses of persons presumed to be neighbors of the intended use. And exhibit number 10 appears to be a drawing of the daycare area. It would be anticipated that these 10 exhibits would be entered into the record in support of the application. Is anyone here on behalf of the applicant? Okay, who is the applicant, please? Are you Arlene?
No.
You're Arlene. Arlene, did you hear me read these 10 items that are exhibits for purposes of tonight's proceeding?
I did.
Do you have any objections if we admit these 10 items and make them part of the record?
No.
Okay, is there anybody here who would like to make a comment opposed to the daycare? Is there anybody here who opposes the entry of these items into the record in support of the application? Let the record reflect we've heard no objections nor anyone objecting to these 10 items being admitted. These 10 items will be admitted into the record for purpose of discussion and in support of the application. Arlene, if we were to ask you a series of questions concerning this application, would the information that you testified to be consistent with those 10 items that we've entered into the record here tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any additional information that you want the board to consider in this daycare application for conditional use?
All right, now this is my family, we're a family business.
Understand.
We have the building. So they can answer probably more than questions than I can.
Okay, at this point in time, I'm not seeing any questions from anybody.
Okay.
Does anybody have any questions? Seeing no further questions, no further information, does the board have any questions of the applicant or anybody here appearing on behalf of the applicant?
I do have a question here. Is there an occupancy limit on this structure?
There will be once we know the total number of children and adults in it. That will have to be done by our building code inspector.
Okay.
Can I question that? Since our staff and children vary every single day, do we just use the maximum at any single day?
That'll have to be something determined by the zoning officer who will be in charge of that. Any other questions? Does anybody here want to present any evidence in opposition to this particular proposed use? Seeing none, Mr. Chairman, I would recommend you close the hearing.
I declare the hearing closed.
Now, choice is at this point in time, we can vote to approve the application as submitted, or we can vote to deny the application as submitted. If you want to vote to approve the application as submitted, then I would read into the record those facts in support of the same.
So you want us to take our action now, Mr. Solicitor?
If that's what you'd like to do, sure.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Make a motion.
All right, I make a motion that we go ahead and accept the application according to the reading and the documents provided to us.
Would you agree to make part of your motion that not only do we accept the application, but that we approve the request?
Yes,
The conditional use?
yes.
Okay. I second the motion. All those in favor of your consent by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. So
Yes,
ordered.
may I steal these back? Let the record reflect the following findings of fact. Arlene Leonard filed an application for conditional use for purposes of a daycare at 1629 State Road, Duncannon, Pennsylvania. 2, all the requirements under section 1820 of the ordinance as it relates to conditional use has been fulfilled. 3, the appropriate documents in support of the application are submitted and contained in the 10 exhibits that are part of the record. Therefore, as a result, and consistent with what the board has concluded, it is concluded that the application for the use of 1629 State Road, Duncannon, Perry County, Pennsylvania as a daycare is hereby approved with the understanding that occupancy will have to be approved by the appropriate officer of the township. Thank you. If you'd like a copy of this transcript, you may have it. It's up to you folks.
The actual building address is 1635.
1635, I apologize if you want to correct that, that's fine. Thank you. Good luck. You got it.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Close the hearing. Close the hearing.
Thought we did.
Oh, okay. I missed it.
No other names.
Okay,
She's the applicant.
as soon as you get the decision.
Arlene, you did real well
Well,
on your examination.
they granted. They have 45
You did a
days to
great
get you to
job.
sign
You're
decision.
well prepared to answer all the
Normally
questions.
that takes a couple weeks at the most. Submit your zoning and building permit. And tell them to put the HOP stuff with it.
What is your name? Callie, C-A-L-L-Y, and Peters. Okay, got it. Thank you. What do you need me to type out? Anything? Or
Well, yeah.
Cheese
findings
sandwich,
of fact,
sandwich. Arlene, just enough for you and I.
Oh, wait a second, I can only one at a time.
sorry. Okay, go.
You were first.
I'm in no hurry. I'm not going anywhere.
I need the decision he just read out to you.
The findings of fact?
Yes, I need
Okay.
that.
Only that.
Yeah, I don't think we need a transcript, do we?
I can do the findings of fact.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't think so.
no.
yeah, I can just do the findings of fact.
Yeah, they keep it on file for a number of years, so.
Yeah, perfect, all right.
Okay,
And
yeah.
you're hanging on to the exhibits?
Yeah, I'll keep the exhibits. That's yours.
Thank you, okay, no problem.
Okay, now your question.
Is there
no,
any
you're fine.
possibility of another
you're
daycare
fine.
on the same campus?
There have been people coming in and asking questions about daycare on the other side of Leonard's Oak World, where they have, it's an old display area.
It's Perry County Education.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's down the road just a little bit.
Oh, they want to move over there?
Yeah.
That'd be smaller,
But
wouldn't
they-
it?
Yeah, they kind of nixed it, but I'm
Oh.
not speaking on behalf of
No.
them. I'm
Okay.
just.
Well, I didn't know who it was.
I heard somebody mention about it and didn't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work very closely together. We are not affiliated in any way, but yeah, they wanted the building too. Well, the other building
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
What about the certificate of occupancy?
That will come with you with the building
Realize
permit.
Arlene Leonard's
No problem, no problem.
I got it now.
Okay, that one's done.